Hell of a Boss. It's a show I'm quite fond of. And one of the most interesting aspects of this show is Blitz and Stolitz's relationship. It's a relationship that you really don't see too much in animation, or maybe even in shows in general. Albeit, I don't watch much live-action shows, so I can't really speak on if it really exists there. And I'd like to discuss it today. You all seem to really like my last Hell of a Boss video, so I decided to make this while I work on my next video. So let's get right into it.
Owl in a cage, you show your age, your sweetness has run foul. Without a change, you're lost, exhausted by your time.
So, I don't think this is a big secret. Stolitz and Blitz have a toxic relationship. Their relationship first started as pretty much just a business transaction, with Stolitz pretty much being manipulative and saying, "Fuck me or I'll ruin your business." And Blitz clearly ain't into this, considering he looks absolutely disgusted as Stolitz goes into detail. And also, Stolitz is kinda racist, I guess is the best way to put it. He demeans the imps in the Wrath Ring as he hosts the Harvest Moon Festival. And hell, it's still up for debate whether he even knows Millie or Moxie's names. He literally just calls them the littler ones, cause Blitz is pretty tall for an imp. And this is despite them saving him from a criminal, which, to be fair, he probably could have fended them off by himself. And hell, despite the fact that he shows that he has a bit more respect for Blitz, he still can't help but demean him and say he finds it funny when he's being serious. Even though he tries to show Blitz a bit more respect, he still can't help but treat Blitz like nothing more than a plaything. I mean, I can't fully blame him, this is just how he was raised.
Hi, I'm Blitzo.
I'm Stolitz. It's nice. Ouch!
Don't bow to that one. He bows to us, idiot.
Oh, right. Sorry, Father.
I'm so good at daddying.
But also, let's not treat Blitz like he's really innocent either. The first time they ever really had this transaction, it was in fact Blitz pretty much manipulating Stolitz into restraining him so he could just run off with the book. And he just stayed because he truly felt sorry for Stolitz. And even now, he's still perfectly willing to lead Stolitz on when it can benefit him, like bringing him to Ozzy's so he can stalk Millie and Moxie, which funnily enough is the healthy relationship that Blitz seems to really strive for and crave. And speaking of Ozzy's, during that whole date, Stolitz is getting more and more nervous because he's starting to wonder more and more of whether or not destroying his whole family was worth it. Because he's realizing more and more that Blitz is just ignoring him during this date. And then when Osmodeus starts singing to Stolitz, he pretty much just reinforces that Stolitz destroyed his life for this imp that is beneath him and worth nothing. And Stolitz, ashamed of himself, hides his face. And Blitz, seeing this, makes him think Stolitz is embarrassed to be around him, so he just pushes Stolitz away even more. Like, once Blitz drops Stolitz off and rejects all his offers to come inside and chill, you can hear Blitz holding back tears. Brandon Rogers did a great performance. And the saddest part is Blitz does want something more from this relationship. He does love Stolitz. Based on his dream, he sees Stolitz as both someone he can run to, but also someone he's chained to, since without Stolitz, his life will fall apart. And Stolitz also cares about Blitz, wanting to connect more with him. But they're both stuck, thinking the other just wants the business part of this relationship. Again, like I said before, you don't really get a relationship like this in animation. This is a toxic relationship that one day, with some work, could become a healthy relationship. Let me tell you, a healthy relationship is definitely something Stolitz needs, considering the fact that he just got out of a pretty abusive relationship with Stella, a wife who he was arranged with. A relationship he was only trying to keep together just so his daughter could have a normal life. And it's a healthy relationship that he could have if Blitz just stopped trying to push him away. The one time Stolitz tries to connect with Blitz and just chill and have a nice night, Blitz just tells him to go away and that the relationship is nothing more than sex. But that's not what Blitz wants, and I don't even think it's what he believes. I'm getting a bit into speculation land here, but I think the reason Blitz is so scared of having a deeper relationship with Stolitz is because of, presumably, his mom from the photo. The moment Blitz sees that photo of his mom and his sister, he starts bawling. And considering the fact that he has the same necklace as his mom, I think it's safe to say that his mom might not be around anymore. So I think that because he lost one of the only people he cared about, he's afraid to care about anyone else because he might lose them. So even though he does care about Stolitz, he's pushing Stolitz away because he's afraid of losing Stolitz. And he did the same with Verosika and presumably Fizzaroli. He pushed them all away. And we also see that he does feel bad about this. When Verosika calls him a selfish, heartbreaking freak, he puts on a tough face at first, but then we see that he actually feels sorry. I didn't even notice that at first whenever I was watching the episode, funnily enough. And whilst I can't really say exactly what happened, I mean, I'm not a fucking psychic, I imagine it was probably the same with Fizzaroli. He probably pushed him away and now he feels bad about it. I think Blitzo's arc for the rest of Hell of a Boss is going to be him learning to let people get close, and that sometimes it may hurt, but that's okay. Sometimes you may lose someone, but that doesn't mean you should just shut yourself off and never love anyone. And maybe in the end, him and Stolitz will have a happy, loving relationship. Or Stolitz might die. We did see he had a modern phone, so that gives a bit more credence that it was, him in the trailer. Also, I feel like Stolitz's arc for the rest of the series is going to be him learning to, respect imps and to treat Blitz a bit more like a person and less like some plaything that he just mildly respects more than other imps. I feel like my biggest problem with the most recent episode, I probably should save this for when I review season 2, but it's that it kind of just ignores the last 2 episodes, even though the plot kind of also revolves around the last 2 episodes, and it kind of feels like we've been set a little back in the relationship, because we went from, Stolitz being dropped off after looking like he was embarrassed to be with Blitz to, haha, let's go find Octavia in Hollywood. Okay, this is a tangent. I've gone completely off script. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I know it's a bit shorter, but you guys seem to really like my Hello Boss video, so I decided to take that as an opportunity to just gush about my favorite part of Hello Boss, since I kind of feel like I skipped over it a bit in my review. So yeah, if you like this video, why don't you subscribe, hit the like button, turn on notifications because I have way more content coming down the pipeline, and leave a comment telling me what you thought of this video. Also, maybe follow me on Twitter @TheEmerald. I don't tweet much, but when I do, it'll be amazing. Also, a comment on one of my videos made me wonder, would you guys ever be interested in me starting a Discord server? Something I've been thinking about ever since I read that comment. I don't remember who it was, but you know who you are. Let me know what you think of that idea in the comments, too. But anyway, I've been Emerald, and I will continue to be Emerald once I turn this microphone off. Bye.
Kids die for free.